then pretend that you can't see all these teardrops falling down. It happens all the time. This crazy love of mine wraps around my heart, refusing to unwind. Ooh, crazy love. Oh, tonight I'm gonna break away.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Club Possum Music Show. Coming to you live from the Club Possum Event Center just off the Port Square in beautiful downtown Mountain View, Arkansas. Our Club Possum Music Shows are live streamed on the Club Possum Event Center YouTube channel and Facebook page, as well as broadcast on our local nonprofit radio station, KWMV 88.5 FM. The Club Possum Music Show is a production of Ozark Roots Music and Art, a nonprofit organization dedicated to preserving the local music culture here in Mountain View. Support for Ozark Roots Music and Art is provided in part by the Arkansas Arts Council, the agency of the Department of Arkansas Heritage, and the National Endowment for the Arts. We are also supported by generous donations from many of our local owned businesses and the many fine Possum Patreon supporters who help keep our local music alive and kicking through regular monthly donations. If you're interested in becoming a Possum Patreon supporter, you can head on over to www.patreon.com/clubpossum for more information and to get signed up. Generous donations from our audience members also very much appreciated. If you're joining us in person, we have a tip bucket located back here by our front entrance. Or if you're joining us online and you're tuned into KWMV 88.5, you can make a donation online at paypal.me/OzarkRootsMusic. To our in-person audience, we do allow you to take photos and record videos. And on behalf of our performers, we do ask that you please not use a flash. And tonight we have a couple of incredibly talented performers that have played here several times before, both as a couple and with their family group from up in Missouri. They're from up around Branson, Missouri. We're always happy to have them here. Will you please make welcome Hawken and Emily Boldman.
Fading in the ground. Come on, keep an arrow, smile on your brother, everybody trying to love you. Come on now, smile on your brother, everybody get together.
Morphine, 15 cents for the beer, 25 cents for the morphine, gonna take me away from here. get a drink, don't you wanna go? I'm gonna get a drink, don't you wanna go? I'm gonna get a drink, don't you wanna go? Pass on the soldier's joy. Grasshopper sitting on a sweet potato vine. Grasshopper sitting on a sweet potato vine. Grasshopper sitting on a sweet potato vine. Lock up chicken and says you're mine. Thank you, everybody. Thank you guys for coming out on this hot and humid day. At least the sun's not out to make it worse, but oh man, we appreciate you guys having us out here, and we've had just a wonderful day already driving up here. It's just a wonderful chance to come up and enjoy the scenery, and I don't know, it's always just always a privilege to be in Mountain View, that's for sure. So we'll do a quick intro. I'm Hawken, if you can't tell, and this is my beautiful wife, Emily Boldman. We've been wow, okay, yeah. We've been playing together for what, 7 and a half years.
We knew each other. We met playing music, so that helps.
Yeah, so we've been playing for quite a while together, and I don't know, over the past year and a half or 2 years, we've kind of delved into more duet and more singing together, and that's kind of what we're going to do a lot of for you here tonight. We're going to go into a lot of 20s and 30s and 40s country music, and a lot of some various folk stuff thrown in there. We'll kind of introduce those as they come, and then a lot of fiddle tunes as well. If you can't tell, she's a
sorry about the fiddle tunes. That's my part.
no, she's the real deal Ozarks fiddle player. So she knows her stuff, and it's always fun to get to play with her. So. All right, this next one is one that we get from the Delmore Brothers, an old country tune by the name of I Long to See My Mother. By the river, far, far away, I have an aged mother whose hair is turning gray. Then blame me not for weeping, then blame me not, I pray, for I long to see my mother. blame.
not, I pray. Oh, I long to see my mother 10,000 miles away. Oh, I long to see my mother 10,000 miles away.
Thank you guys. It's an honor and a pleasure to spend the evening with you guys, both you guys, and thanks to whoever is listening online out there. We're sure grateful to get to do what we do. It's nothing flashy. We would be in the wrong line of the music industry if that were the case. We just enjoy the old tunes that we do, and we're happy to get to share them with you. That one was a kind of a sorrowful tune, but this next one is a fiddle tune called "Do You Want to Go to Heaven, Uncle Joe?"
Not nearly as sorrowful, don't worry. Oh, wow. Oh, we know who that is.
we do know
Hello,
them.
Christian.
Hello. That's awesome.
New strings. Good enough. Here we go. Oh man, like Emily said, a lot of our stuff's not super flashy and crazy, but it's once you start to, I guess when you kind of know what it's meant for. A lot of the fiddle tunes you hear that don't have singing, some even ones that do have singing in them. A lot of them were, I don't know, we always tell people we're missing the element of entertainment, and that's
You all should be dancing, is what we're trying to say.
yeah. Usually this music was meant for square dancers. You know, there would be these. That was a big baseline of the old communities that used to be spread throughout the Ozarks was dancing. A huge part of that was, and each region set with its own different kind of dancing. We have a dancer here. We have, I'm sure, there's a couple others that have square dance before in here, but each region was kind of defined in its own little way, and it was really fascinating. We come from a very, it's fascinating, but the dance scene where we're at is actually growing big time, and we are getting quite a few young people involved, and it's really impressive. It's really good to see. So her fiddling, and same with the guitar playing. The guitar playing is very, they go hand in hand. You can't really, there's a specific rhythm style you got to play along with the fiddle as well. So, but anyway, it gives you a bit of backstory to what we'll be playing. But this is, let's see, we got this one from the Blue Sky Boys. Yeah, this is a tune. The name of What Does the Deep Sea Say? And there's a couple other versions of this that incorporate the same lyrics, like Where's My Sailor Boy? I think there's another name for it, and some other ones like that. But all right.
Where is my sailor boy? Where is my sailor boy? He's asleep at the bottom of the deep blue sea, and he can't come back to me. Oh, what does the deep sea say? What does the deep sea say? It moans, it groans, it splashes and it foams, and it rolls on its weary way. Rose one day I placed on the crest of a wave, and I said, take it please, and let us set it home upon its watery grave. Oh, what does the deep sea say? What does the deep sea say? It moans, it groans, it splashes and it foams, and it rolls on its weary way. Stood on the beach alone, and I gazed at the misty blue. Deep sea, as you hold him to your breast, does he mention my name to you? Oh, what does the deep sea say? What does the deep sea say? It moans, it groans, it splashes and it foams, and it rolls on its weary way. It moans, it groans, it splashes and it foams, and it rolls on its weary way. Oh man, the man from Austria is showing some true dedication. It's 2 a.m. there right now, so he's getting up and watching this late at night. So appreciate that, buddy. Oh, let's see.
Next is a Jimmy Rogers tune.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun.
This is one for Alvy.
Yeah, so this, as many of you guys probably know as well, Jimmy Rogers was a kind of one of the founding fathers of country music, and especially certain aspects of country music. He incorporated a lot of guitar breaks, and a lot of stuff he did on guitar was just totally unheard of. And I think most of it was because he probably didn't really get to play with people a whole lot. His rhythm and his breaks, the way he plays, is really weird and different, and a lot of it people can't even replicate to this day. And it's really fascinating to watch that. So between that and yodeling, he was quite a profound figure in the country music scene. So he was a break. Well, he was started out as a water boy on a train on a steel line, so when they were laying track, he'd be going and getting water to the men, and graduated into he graduated to a brakeman eventually, and then he wasn't discovered for his music until I think he was like 28, but he died at like 32, so he had like an extremely short music career, but he recorded a good amount of songs, and then he passed away, but he was like one of the biggest, I don't know, definitely just a huge founding father. So this is a really nice little tune by the name of Treasures Untold. All right, go ahead. Dreaming of you and your eyes of blue, I've loved you forever, it seems. I've longed for you, dear, and wanted you near. You are the girl of my dreams. And though I haven't met you just now, I'll tell you of my love somehow. If I could but win your heart, little girl, then I would have treasures untold.
the kisses you gave me in life's sweetest dreams are even more precious than gold. I long for your face and your dear smiling eyes. How often the story's been told. If I could but win your heart, little girl, then I would have treasures untold.
Thank you, guys.
This one always makes me laugh. This is a tune I learned called the Jessie Polka, and this tune was played, and we also danced this at our wedding for the father-daughter dance. So, shout out to everyone who went along with my crazy idea on that.
She said no being sad at the wedding, so we instead of a emotional
sentimental
father-daughter,
songs.
it was a polka. So here we go.
wish someone could have demonstrated. That would have made it better.
Yeah. We have an accordion player we get to play dances with. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it goes very well with fiddle tunes. It's really fun, and that's a fun one to play with him. But okay, this is. You want to have anything about this tune?
Yeah, there's a good story about this one. Let's see, the Doc Brown's
Brown,
Dream. That does make me think, yeah. This is a fiddle tune that I learned that it came with a story, but I'll probably butcher it. But a long time ago, there was Doc Brown, and he was driving his horses home from serving a case somewhere in the country, and he fell asleep and drove into the river, and supposedly this is the tune that he dreamed up as he was asleep. I'm not sure how much I buy this story, but here we go anyway.
That's a good one. Very, very fun. Let's see. This next little tune is another Delmore Brothers tune. We're big fans of them, obviously. One of our inspirations, we'll talk about in a little while, gleaned some songs from them, and once we researched them, we're like, oh, I see why they were so into them. So let's see. This is E. What am I thinking here? How does this one go? Oh, yeah. Give me a second. Hold on. Yeah, I remember now. Okay, sorry.
I hear the sad howling of coyotes prowling. It sounds so mournful to me. It brings back memories of cherished loved ones, of ones I'm longing to see. I'm riding along out on the lone prairie. The rangers are searching for me. I'm riding away from my home in Texas, a fugitive ever to be. I had a good mother, I had a good father. They handed a warning to me. The men that I ran with committed a murder and laid the blame on me. I'm riding along out on the lone prairie. The rangers are searching for me. I'm riding away from my home in Texas, a fugitive ever to be. Little Maggie, my sweetheart, I know she's lonely and longs for me to return. My happiness ended the night we parted, and now for her I yearn. I'm riding along out on the lone prairie. The rangers are searching for me. I'm riding away from my home in Texas, fugitive ever to be. How lonely, how dreary, with nothing to cheer me, my thoughts go stealing back home. My life of sadness will never know gladness. I'm branded forever to roam. I'm riding alone out on the lone prairie. The rangers are searching for me. I'm riding away from my home in Texas, a fugitive ever to be.
Oh, thank you guys. This next tune, so back home we've got a little, there's an old country store way down in the middle of nowhere, Bradleyville, by the name of McClurg. Is an old town named McClurg, and a ghost town pretty much now. It's just a store that's left. But every Monday night, people drive there. We have about a 45-minute drive, but people drive for like an hour and a half every Monday for the past, 20, 30 years, and really devoted to this place. It's got a lot of music significance in that little area, and we drive and we play old tunes like these, fiddle tunes. It's mainly just fiddle tunes and a place of preservation, so to speak. And
Has anybody heard of McClurg out there?
yeah. Anybody? Nope. Okay,
Oh, man.
not surprising.
Gotta come sometime.
Yeah, not surprising. It's out in the middle of nowhere, so it's kind of a nice little refuge for these tunes to be played and preserved. And but there's these characters. It's a potluck and music event, and as any potluck and a community event, there's always these funny characters. But this one is this song goes out to one of our special friends by the name of Helen. She always requests this, and she's a hoot. That's all I could say. You'd have to come see her.
It's an Earl Collins tune named That's Earl, and it's really funny because he's got this fiddle album of really standard hoedowns, and then he has this one, and it's just kind of silly on there.
Random.
I like it.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Speaking of McClurg, I'm going to take some time to introduce my guitar. It does deserve its own introduction. That's nothing because of me. But this guitar is a wonderful piece. Kind of, I view it as Ozarks Americana history, and it's a. The story behind it basically is. This is Alvy Dooms' guitar. Sorry, getting back in here. This is a guitar player in our little area by the name of Alvy Dooms. He's 98 or so now, or wait,
94.
94. Oh, sorry, I think of the wrong guy.
95.
Anyway, he was a super profound guitar player, and him and Bob Holt, if you've heard, Bob Holt is really his fiddle player basically. But this was the guitar he played for dances and took around the country. They toured around and gave a lot of dances back in the 90s and 80s when this stuff was huge. This is that guitar, and this is handmade by a guy who lived just up the road from him. And it is very crude, as you guys can see. It's nothing special, really. There's the joint mark in the back sways all the way down. It's wild. The staining is uneven. Everything's pretty crude. But the tone of it is really seasoned and nice, I think, and it's just the fact that he played this and put all the wear on it was all from him, and it's an honor to have it. I traded him out some work for it, but I
played a lot of dances.
Yeah, it's played for literally 30, 40 years of dances and events. So it's a piece of unique history that I'm very, very blessed to get to play this. So, but anyway, we're gonna play a little different subject, but another old country one by the name of Red River Valley.
Yeah, I think most people hear this one slow, but a musical couple that kind of came before us, Jim and Kim Lansford, we really looked up to them, and we heard a old recording of them playing a house concert in Springfield, and they played Red River Valley, this one, and they didn't do it slow, and we wanted to do it like they did it, so. This valley they say you are going, we will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile, for they say you are taking the sunshine that has brightened our pathways a while. Come and sit by my side if you love me, do not hasten to bid me adieu. Just remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy that loved you so true. I've been thinking a long time, my darling, about the sweet words you never would say, but at last must my fond hopes be vanished, for they say you are going away. Come and sit by my side if you love me, do not hasten to bid me adieu. Just remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy that loved you so true. Bury me where you have wandered, the hills where the daffodils grow. When you're gone from the Red River Valley, for I can't live without you, I know. Come and sit by my side if you love me, do not hasten to bid me adieu. Just remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy that loved you so true. Just remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy that loved you so true.
Oh man, that was one one of our first ones we got to learn together. Like she said, that came from that house recording album. One of our good friends, also he's in his 90s, and he went around and took a field recorder and recorded a ton of jams and house concerts and individual recordings too of him playing with people. But by the name of Gordon McCann, he was quite a profound figure in the Ozarks history, and he also used to do like steamboat guides and tours. He would, give, historic, lectures on these steamboats going down the river and stuff, and White River, I think, and different rivers throughout the states, and quite a figure within our little history. And we get to see him every once in a while. He's not doing too well right now, but yeah, he's the reason why a lot of artists, such as ourselves, and we get to find these old tunes. We get to go on YouTube and just find them instead of having to dig through CDs or cassettes or these, stuff like that. He quite a great man. So anyway, what about this tune?
This one is a wild one. We keep singing these kind of sad songs, and then we just throw in these really silly sounding fiddle tunes. This one's called Fendi Sickle. I don't think they set out calling it that. I believe its French name is like La Fin de Siècle or something like that. And it's
Who do you know in Arkansas or Missouri is going to say that?
Yeah, in Arkansas we're kind of gonna call it Fendi Sickle.
Fendi Sickle.
It's a R.P. Christensen tune, and I believe it means like turn of the century or something like that.
Yep. So silly. Oh, play,
Yeah. There's that.
There's that.
All right,
We don't have much to say about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, this next one is I don't really hear this one around a lot. It's a waltz. It's called the 40 Years Ago Waltz. And I don't believe many people play it much anymore, but I got this one from a good friend of ours, David Scrivener.
Yeah. I should have asked this way sooner, but you guys can hear everything okay, right? Thumbs up. Everybody good? All right, cool. Awesome. That was actually just to wake you up. Wake up! Test, yeah.
We got another sad one. We need to learn some happy songs.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you do. Jeez, she's just filling this set with sad songs. I'm sorry, everybody. Here we go. Here's another one. No, this is another one we got from. I've actually never heard it besides the couple who we told you about earlier singing it, but just a neat little tune called by the name of Texas Girl that we played together.
Is that one? Is it that one?
Yeah. That was good. That was sharp. Try that. Wait, do A again. Sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties. You want to turn?
Something's not right.
I think it's that one.
This one? I know it's not an excuse, but this guitar was found in a garage, so its tuners are not the easiest
And
things
it's
to
almost
know.
100 years old, so. that garage, that guitar, my dad told me, he's like, hey, run upstairs and get that, I've got an old Alvarez or something from college. And I was like, okay, so I run up there and grab the case, and it's an Alvarez case. Throw it on the ground, open it, and I see that with a bunch of towels wrapped around it because it's small and it won't fit in a normal guitar case real well. And I see the Martin headstock on it, and I'm just like, what in the world is this? I didn't know if it was real. I didn't know what it was. So I get it out and track down the serial number, and sure enough, it's the 0017 Martin. So been playing it ever since. But it is a fun guitar to play. But
Some people have all the luck, I guess.
I guess should have held on to some of it.
Okay, that's
Here we go. You always heard about banjos? Nope, it's guitars.
two guitars, yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 1.
All my life I've wondered if what I'd done was wrong. All I ever cared to do was ride my pony on. I never had no heartaches, was always happy and gay, until I met a Texas girl who stole my heart away. Where the sleepy regal grand goes slowly to the sea, it was there she promised to be mine throughout eternity. But the angels, they grew jealous of her beauty and her smile. Then came along one stormy night and stole away my bride. The birds have hushed their singing, sadness is over the land. Will the birds miss my darling by the sleepy Rio Grande? Her lips was like the Russian wine, her hair it hung in curls. Her cheeks was like the dawn of day that breaks upon the world. She's gone and left me lonely, I miss the touch of her hand. Tonight as I am walking by the sleepy Rio Grande, where the sleepy Rio Grande goes slowly to the sea, it was there she promised to be mine throughout eternity. But the angels, they grew jealous of her beauty and her smile. And came along one stormy night bride. The birds have hushed their singing, sadness is over the land. Well, the birds miss my darling by the sleepy Rio Grande. Where the sleepy Rio Grande goes slowly to the sea. It was there she promised to be mine throughout eternity. But the angels, they grew jealous of her beauty and her smile, and came along one stormy night and stole away my bride. The birds have hushed their singing, sadness is over the land. Well, the birds miss my darling by the sleepy Rio Grande.
Well, time for another silly fiddle tune.
This one's not silly.
Man. No, it's a good one. This is the kind of a Bob Holt signature, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it originated in the Ozarks, but it shortened it up here. It's called Polk County Breakdown. So I guess we can't claim it because I don't believe it's talking about Polk County, Missouri. I think it's talking about Kentucky. But that's okay.
It's a great square dance tune, just the same. Go ahead, whenever you're ready. Now just imagine that for 7 minutes straight. That was about a minute and a half right there.
Yeah, you pick the tune you want to play for a dance very carefully because you better like it for 7 minutes at 140 beats per minute.
It wears on you. That's why when I sing this specific guitar playing style, it's a little different than a lot of people play bluegrass or any other style. It's a straight bass. You're playing a straight bass line pretty much the entire tune, and except for my little runs I do sometimes. But, I mean, you're conserving a lot of energy by doing that. You're just doing a pick and a strum, pick, strum, and then keeps everything a little more orderly. And the dancers don't complain as much. Dancers always tend to complain, but not as much. Anyways.
Well, yeah, but I mean, speaking of square dance tunes, we have some exciting news.
Oh, yeah.
It's not 100%, but we are in the works of planning our own community dance in Forsyth, monthly dance. So several years ago, the Taney Center, this big metal building in Forsyth, was like this hub for square dancing, and there'd be dances 2 times a month. And it hasn't been going on since like the early 2000s. And so we realized that when we moved to Forsyth that was what it lacked. It wasn't a restaurant, it was a square dance. So we realized we needed to fix that, and I think starting in July, the second Friday of every month, if anyone wants to come, we will be having monthly dances at the Taney Center. So. Yeah.
All right, well, this next tune, Happy Days and Lonely Nights. So there we go. I ain't singing, but here we go.
This is, we talked about Gordon McCann earlier. Gordon also played in a duo, a fiddle and guitar duo. He played guitar, and his fiddle player was named Art Galbraith. This is one of Art's tunes.
That tune's kind of all over the place. It's they were kind of known. They were a really neat duo because Gordon McCann didn't play guitar until he met Art Galbraith, and Art Galbraith was like a fiddle player. He played all kinds of just really strange tunes and really enjoyed like Middle Ages, like that kind of era.
I mean,
right?
that was kind of a side quest, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he had a lot of extra beats in his music, like intentionally, and so Gordon just adapted to those crazy
it's like
tunes.
People don't really know how to replicate what they had sometimes because it's so random. It doesn't follow a whole lot of normal. That song we just played is pretty normal, but the chords were just the only thing that were way off. But yeah, they had a really unique style, and it's kind of neat to see that. But anyway, this is an old Jimmy Rogers tune as well by the name of Rough and Rowdy Ways.
For years and years I rambled, I drank my wine and gambled. Then one day I thought I'd settle down. Met a sweet little lady, she told me she'd be my baby. We built the home outside the old hometown. Yodelay, yodelay. No, I can't forget the good old rambling days. Them old freight trains keep a-calling me always. I may be rough, I may be wild, I may act tough, but it's just my style, 'cause I can't forget my good old rough and rowdy ways. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Last night I met a rounder, knew me when I was a bounder. Well, he grabbed my hand and says, boy, let's have a drink. Well, we go down to the pool room and get in the game, and then soon it's broad daylight and I ain't slept a wink. No, I can't forget my good old rowdy ways. Them old freight trains keep a-calling me always. I may be rough, I may be wild, I may act tough, but it's just my style, 'cause I can't forget my good old rough and rowdy ways. Yodelay-hee-oh-hoo.
Oh, no, let's do that. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't even notice that. Yeah. Get that, yeah. Want to hear her play banjo?
My one
All
banjo.
right, they said yes. So go ahead.
My one banjo hit. There's a reason it doesn't come out very often.
No, few of those. Okay, this is another one from our little duet we keep mentioning, Kim and Jim. They were, let's see here. You want to tune her or are you good?
I think everyone's got it.
I ain't gonna tell a banjo joke, so you guys are out of luck there, but oh man. Trying to think of.
All right.
Are you good? All right, here we go.
Go for it.
Here, you might want to come closer.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, it's hard for to love when you can't be in love. Well, it's hard for to change her mind. You broke the heart of many poor boys, but you never break this heart of mine. Oh, I'm going away and I ain't gonna stay. If I go 10,000 miles, oh, I'm going away, never come back again. If I go 10,000 miles, don't you see that turtle dove sitting in yonder's pine? He'll dream and mourn for his false heart of love, just like I dream about mine. Shoe your pretty little feet. Oh, it's who will comb your hair, and who will kiss your red rosy cheeks when I'm in that far off land. Oh, it's Papa who'll shoe my pretty little feet. Oh, it's Mama who'll comb my hair, and Sister who'll kiss my red rosy cheeks. And I ain't gonna marry no man. Well, it's hard for to change her mind. You broke the heart of a many poor boy, but you never break this heart of mine.
Oh, thank you guys. It's getting hot. Ooh. This next tune is this is kind of an interesting story here. So it's an old Civil War tune that was actually banned from both sides both the Confederacy and the Union, and it was banned from being sung on both sides. And it's not necessarily because it's really sad. It's more or less I think what it was just the melody of the tune itself was just quite sorrowful, and not really so sorrowful as much as it just reminded them of home and wanted to go home. And a lot of the boys in there were like told that this was going to be a couple months, you know, you're going to be fighting for a couple months so you'll be able to go home. And turns out, no, it was just a horrible, awful, long and war. So this is just a tune kind of to, I don't know, it's important not to forget the past. So here we go. Hold on. All right, good enough.
Way down in the valley where the lily first blows, where the wind from the mountain near ruffle the rose, lives sweet Evelina, the dear little dove, the child of the valley, the one that I love. Dear Evelina, sweet Evelina, my love for thee shall never, never die. Dear Evelina, sweet Evelina, my love for thee shall never, never die. Sweet as a rose, like the lamb she is meek, and she never was known put paint on her cheek. With raven black curls hangs her dark hair, and there never was need for perfumery there. Dear Evelina, sweet Evelina, my love for thee shall never, never die. Dear Evelina, sweet Evelina, my love for thee shall never, never die. Years have now gone by, I've not got a dollar. Evelina still lives in that green grassy holler. Although I am fated to marry her never, I'll love her, I'm sure, forever and ever. Dear Evelina, sweet Evelina, my love for thee shall never, never die. Dear Evelina, sweet Evelina, my love for thee shall never, never die.
Thank you, guys. We went out to Gettysburg. We got to play that out there on the fields out there. That was kind of wild. It was weird, you know. The sun was setting, and it was beautiful. And we played that out there, and it was, I don't know, that was surreal. It gives you goosebumps for sure. But anyway, let's see. Next, I don't know. What do you want to play next?
I mean, we got 15 minutes.
All right. Yeah, this is a good one. Let's do this one.
All right.
You guys want to hear more? All right. All right, here we go.
You don't know what you're doing, leaving me here alone. Makes me blue and lonely. Now that you have gone, you're gonna be sorry for what you've done. I went to the gypsy to get my fortune told. And what the gypsy told me grieved my weary soul. You're gonna be sorry for what you've done. I-dee-yodelety-dee, 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 I-dee-yodelety-dee. The gypsy said, my darling, pray we be apart. Once I loved you truly, but now you broke my heart. You're gonna be sorry for what you've done. I am sad and lonely, I don't know what to do. And every time I see you, it gives me back the blues. You're gonna be sorry for what you've done. I-dee-yodelety-dee, 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 I-dee-yodelety-dee. Tired of living, I wish I were dead. The way that I've been treated and all that you have said, you're gonna be sorry some lonely day. I-dee-yodelety-dee, 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 I-dee-yodelety-dee.
This one was a tune, I heard it from Bob Walters. And Bob Walters, his wife played the pump organ. And recently we were gifted a pump organ. So I'm inspired. I want to play like Bob Walters' wife now. But it's called Art Wooten's Hornpipe in the key of G. know what you were thinking the whole time. That really needed a pump organ in the back.
Yeah. I'm gonna play the quadrille.
Oh yeah. There's also an Art Wooten's quadrille, which I know you are all curious, but that is what we will play next.
What? It's a dance, isn't it? A quadrille.
Yeah.
A quadrille is a dance, and it's not just a funny word. It's a dance too. But there's a lot of these tunes, whether it's a two-step hornpipe or a hoedown, some kind of gives you the clue to what dance you were to dance to it. But I haven't learned how to do a quadrille, but I'd sure like to. But we'll play one for you. I can play it, can't dance it. I'll play it though. Here we go. Sorry.
Is that right?
Okay. Or do you want to go to A?
5
Here,
minutes.
why don't you go tune the fiddle? I'll do the main fiddle train.
Or you want to do pack up your sorrows real fast?
5 minutes.
Decisions. There's so much to do in 5
Uh,
minutes.
Oh, we should do this and then the A tunes.
Okay.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to give a little more of an intro to a person who's very beloved. I kind of mentioned the person who owned this guitar. Again, his name is Alvy Dooms, really just a wonderful inspiration for me. And I don't know, the old-time music community can sometimes be a little bit cliquey, and each group in each region has their own style and gets easily offended. We've come to find if you try to go and step in and blend things. But Alvy was a person. His motto was "Let people be people," and I don't know. It was just kind of something that stuck with us as musicians and as just everyday people too when you're in your everyday life. And he's just one of the kindest and best men I know. Just very quiet and soft-spoken, but when he does speak, people listen. So this is a tune that he requested I learn for him, a Jimmy Rogers tune. He said it's one of the first songs he heard on the radio, and that was obviously a long time ago, in the 30s probably. So. Yodel-o-do, yodel-o-dee, yodel-o-do-do. All around the water tanks, waiting for a train. 1,000 miles away from home, sleeping in the rain. I walk up to a brakeman to give him a line of talk. He says, if you've got money,
I'll see that you don't walk. I haven't got a nickel, not a penny can I show. Get off, you railroad bum, as he slammed the boxcar door. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. He let me off in Texas, the state I dearly love. The wide open space is all around me, the moon and stars up above. Body seems to want me, or lend me a helping hand. I'm on my way from Frisco, going back to Dixieland. My pocketbook is empty, and my heart is full of pain. 1,000 miles away from home, just waiting for a train. Yodelay-oo.
If you're wondering where my wife went, she went to go cross-tune her fiddle. Are you coming out? Help!
Oh, shoot. Let's see what we got going on. You okay? Yeah. I was like, whoa. I was like, was your post fall or what? Whirl. Here we go.
This bridge is on its last leg.
So she just went and cross-tuned her fiddle into what?
Just cross A, but I'll go to Calico for the next one.
Towards the end of a square dance, we kind of keep the keys for certain parts of the dance, and G, C, and D is kind of what we kind of revolve through until the last part of the dance. And when the dancers are tired, you need to whip out a key that's going to get them rowdy, and cross A or calico tuning is the way to do
It'll
it.
get 'em.
So.
You're doing Big Ed Rabbit, right? Big Ed Rabbit?
Here we go.
Well, yonder comes a rabbit as hard as he can run. Yonder comes another one shooting with a double gun. Lord, shoot him with my double gun. Big-eyed rabbit's gone, gone. Big-eyed rabbit's gone. Big-eyed rabbit's gone, gone. Big-eyed rabbit's gone. Well, yonder comes a rabbit skipping through the stand. Yonder comes another one, fry him in my pan. Lord, fry him in my pan. Big-eyed rabbit's gone, gone. Big-eyed rabbit's gone. Big-eyed rabbit's gone, gone. Big-eyed rabbit's gone. Well, yonder comes my darling, and how do I know? I know it by his big bright eyes, shining bright like gold, gold, shining bright like gold. Big-eyed rabbit's gone, gone, big-eyed rabbit's gone. Big-eyed rabbit's gone, gone, big-eyed rabbit's gone. Well, then big-eyed rabbit's gone, gone, big-eyed rabbit's gone. Big-eyed rabbit's gone, gone, big-eyed rabbit's gone.
We got one more. You guys got time for one more? We got, this is a classic, good ending for a square dance, a little tune called Lonesome Indian.
My fingers aren't sharp enough.
Sweaty. We're good.
That's a terrible sound. I'm sorry.
Before we end this out, thank you guys so much for coming. It was an honor to be able to play for you all, and thank you. It's really been fun. So go ahead.
Don't forget to howl.
Oh. Thank you, guys.
Folks, I want to remind y'all that these two drove all the way down from Branson, Missouri, about 2.5 hours. We do have a tip bucket back here next to the door, so please show them some love if you're able to.
Thank you, guys.